Welcome back to the Midnight Who Show, and today I'm going to be reviewing the very first season of She-Hulk Attorney at Law. Okay, we don't know if the show is going to have a second season yet, but would you like one if they do renew this one? Now, for me, this show is very mixed. I liked some things of it, but also I didn't like a lot of other things. I don't think the show was inherently bad in any way. It just was not my favorite MCU show so far on Disney+. I did get a few laughs out of some of the scenes, but overall, I don't think I would rewatch the show in the near future. I liked a lot of the court cases shown throughout this first season, and I think that's all they needed to focus on. Honestly, work on the writing, a little bit more comedy, and just do a little bit more, kind of adding a little bit more to these scripts, I think would have done a lot for them. And, you know, this is on a streaming service, maybe add a little bit more time or less time. I don't know. There's some things I think they could fix. Now, I will say the character of Jen is a phenomenal addition to the MCU. I think the show did a great job introducing this character and her kind of balancing the Jen life and the She-Hulk life. And I think that was handled really well, and I really enjoyed this journey she went throughout this season until she is now in the finale. I think that it did really well. I liked it. Now, of course, the CGI, I actually don't think was too bad, honestly, for the show, you know, based on the trailers when we first watched those, when they first released them. It was like, okay, this looks rough, but I think, you know, it looks just okay now. It's also a She-Hulk show. They need a little bit more She-Hulk money to put into it. You know what I mean? There's a lot of Hulk characters in the show. Now, my favorite episodes in this season were the first episode, the Daredevil episode, and the finale. The first episode did a great job introducing the character of Jen, and, you know, Bruce Banner was in it. That was great. I really enjoyed her kind of discovering her powers and Bruce kind of training her a little bit. That was a great first episode. The Daredevil episode was phenomenal. Like, seriously. I know a lot of people were like, oh no, they're going to do something with Daredevil. He's going to be a ruined character. Oh no, it's going to be in a comedy. What's going to happen? But for me, I don't think it was that bad. To me, him being a little bit more lighthearted, I think made a little bit sense in the show. Just because he's working with another hero. He kind of was loosened up a bit, and he's kind of in a different place as a character. But we're kind of, you know, we don't see that a lot of the time. But I am still excited for his show. And honestly, I really enjoyed it. He got another hallway fight. They know what the fans want. Now, I do think, though, the show did not need the overarching villain with Hulk King and Intelligentsia. It did lead to something really interesting in the finale, to that big reveal. But I just don't think it needed it. I don't think it needed that overarching plot. And honestly, that part of the finale, I just did not like. It just felt like they're just throwing everything at the wall and just seeing what sticks. And that fourth wall break, which they did pretty well throughout the whole season, this one felt really much like She-Hulk would have done in the comics. I really just love that Disney Plus screen, her ripping through it and meeting Kevin and her rewriting the show for herself. And they brought back Matt Murdock. It's a weird finale, but I do think it worked. But yeah, I think though this journey to get to where this was very rough. You know, I don't think all these episodes were really bad. So overall, I am not a huge fan of these episodes of She-Hulk Attorney at Law. I still found some enjoyment in these 9 episodes. You know, I really liked the Emil Blonsky plot. That was hilarious. Wong, Madison, you know, those some moments that I felt were kind of hilarious, even if some of them felt like they stayed a little bit too long. But to get to, you know, from the premiere to the finale, it did felt a little bit dragged out. Not everything worked in the script phase, but I can say the most positive thing was Jen. Well, that's it for tonight. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts on She-Hulk in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Of course, click that like button if you did like this review, and subscribe for future reviews, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, everyone.